Hey YouTube, this is Gracie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing how to create a very cool gift idea or something for your own decor in your own space, a Death Star globe. I'm going to be taking this ordinary but also very cool looking globe and turning it into a Death Star globe. I'm very excited about this. About 4-ish years ago, I purchased a miniature globe, just a typical globe that you could buy on like a stand kind of thing. And I restructured it, painted it, turned it into a Death Star globe and gave it to my brother for his birthday. I had a really hard time giving it to him though because I really wanted to keep it. It took a very long time and a lot of love went into it, and I'm glad he has it, and I hope he still loves it, but I'm glad he has it. So ever since then, I've been searching for a globe that was super cool, super unique, and I think I've finally found it. This was in the clearance corner at Pier 1 Imports, and it still has the tag on it. Let me see if I can get to it. I also love the fact, because I did this for my brother too, his still had the notice on it, and it says, "For decorative use only. This globe is not intended for educational purposes." And I kept his tag on his globe, and I'm going to be doing the same with mine. Kind of came up with a really funny backstory to this. I thought that if this were the Death Star, it was as if I had captured the Death Star, miniaturized it, and stuck it in this prism to keep the world safe from destruction. That's my backstory for this globe. I'm really excited to show you guys how I create it. I'm also really excited because I'm hoping to be able to maybe poke some holes through this. I mean, I'm not really sure. We're gonna find out together. But I'm hoping to like poke some holes in it so it really comes to life. Putting some of these glimmer strings, as Pier 1 calls it, or little fairy lights inside so it will light up and like look like there's people on the Death Star using electricity and things, and then maybe also adding like some sort of beam coming out, or I don't know. We're gonna find out. Like I said, I'm gonna be using some metallic paints, some Sharpie marker to do all of the outlines, and some fairy lights, I'm hoping. And I'm keeping the outside of this gold because like I said, I want to mix, metallics in my decor. So I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's get painting. So I just wanted to go over a couple of the products that I'm going to be using. Just very simple. I'm just using some dark gray paint that I got from Michael's, and then taking off these little bolts here. Okay, so after a lot of work, I was finally able to get all of the framing off of the globe. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get the globe is completely painted. I'm going to go through with a pencil and start doing my line work for all of the shapes on the Death Star. The cool thing about this globe is I think it's made out of some sort of paper mache, so it already has a lot of really nice lines throughout, lots of creases. So I'm going to use those shapes as a guide, and then we're going to take a very small drill bit and start drilling some little holes and stuff after I get the general shapes in. So that way, when it's all done and finished, I can put in some glimmer strings or fairy lights, and that way it'll look like it's a fully functional Death Star. So that's going to be my next step, is taking the pencil and start drawing out some shapes. I wanted to show you guys the progress really quickly. I had to pull this away from my filming setup so I can get a little bit more comfortable and be able to get closer to the globe. So I did the circle on top, and then the circle for the super laser, as you can see there, And I did this one by hand, best I can do for a circle on a circle sphere item. Then on the top I used a piece of string and I stuck a paintbrush in the middle here and then just used my pencil to go around in a circle there. So I'm going to keep going with these shapes and I'll show you my progress. So I have finally finished drawing all of the different shapes on here. And the next thing I'm going to do is take a very small drill bit and drill little holes every once in a while just so that I can make it look like it is a lit up or fully functioning Death Star. So that's what I'm going to do next. As you can see here, I have some X's inside of the shape, so that way when I get to the painting, I know where to paint and I don't paint in the wrong spot. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we go. I'm a little nervous. So kids, don't try this at home. I am using a 7 64ths, whatever this size is. Here, let me show you up close. The one that's missing here. That's the one I am using. So I'm going to be using that to put little tiny holes here and there. I'm doing this on the back side so that if I mess up, it won't be so bad. I'm kind of nervous about it. All right, so I'm going to be using just enough pressure. I'm just going to start out slow, of course, and see how it goes. Okay, nothing so far. I'm going to add a little bit more pressure. Okay, we're getting somewhere. This might be a lot harder than I thought it would be. Wow, this stuff is rock solid. It looks like it's getting somewhere. Let's try it again. I feel like it's just ruining the outside of it. I wish there was a better way to hold this. Okay, so I think we've concluded. Sorry about that, didn't mean to hit that. I think we've concluded that this is not something I can drill through. But now I've got a nice big old hole there, so that'll be great. That'll be just fine. I'm going to try and do this off camera and see if I can push it in a little bit harder. Okay, great news everyone. That didn't work at all. And now we've got a big major flaw in it. So, yeah, so this is what it looks like. It is made out of plastic. I don't know why I thought this would be paper mache. It sounded like paper mache, but it's clearly not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to put some sort of tape along here and maybe some glue to try and patch it up. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll just pretend this never happened. Okay, so as you can see, our Death Star has a little band-aid here. I used star washi tape to go over the crack and all of the mistakes. I glued it first with just some nice craft glue. So I'm going to paint over this and then we'll see how it looks. So I wanted to quickly show you guys the end result of the paint job over the washi tape. And as you can see, majority of it looks just fine. It looks just like the rest of the globe, but down here it does pucker a little bit because of the broken plastic and whatnot. But the overall look is not going to be that much, you know, that compromised. So I think it will be just fine once we get the dark shades in here, kind of cover it up a little bit. So that is the next step. I'm going to mix some black paint with the existing gray and paint in these darker little squares. Alrighty, another update for you guys. I have almost finished painting the entire Death Star here. I am working on the center area here for the super laser. I'm going to be adding some little distress marks here and there just to make it look a little bit more worn. And then adding some little dots and stuff for the lights since we can't drill holes and make lights ourselves. So this is where I'm at so far. The entire thing has been fully painted. I just need to add some finishing touches and I'll show you what it looks like in the end. Okay, another update for you. I've done some distress work a little bit, just doing some different shadowing and stuff, whatever I could make it look a little bit grungier. And then I took a silver paint pen and just did a bunch of little dots all over to make it look like the lights are on and it's working. And this side I really like. So I'm going to continue on. This is the bottom here. Going to do all of those same little dots down there, and then it should be done. All right, here is the final product out of its casing. Wanted to show you some of the detail work I put into it. I put in some little black lines just to kind of make it look almost more like a comic strip detail there. Put those little white dots, of course the little silver ones. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys real quick the end result, and now I will show you it in its casing. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Instagram if you want to see some more pictures of this little guy here. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you next time.